Hi, everyone. This is the last episode of this podcast where are the women conversations about women in the music industry. It has been such a pleasure to be with all the women who were here, hearing their experiences and sharing all. After all these conversations, one thing has become very clear. Women are here. Women are creating, producing, leading, promoting, managing, engineering, writing songs, building communities, and transforming the music industry every single day. But these conversations also remind us that the path for women in music has never been easy. Across the episodes, artists, DJs, promoters, producers, lawyers, and industry professionals share the stories of inequality, lack of representation, exclusion from decision making spaces, and the constant challenge of having to prove themselves in environments that have been historically male dominated. For example, Andrea from Amplify Her spoke about how, after 20 years in this industry, she still saw women being unheard in studios, overlooked in executive conversations, and underrepresented at festivals and award shows. Her experience reflects research from which continues to show that women remain underrepresented as producer, engineers, and executives in the music industry. Smith and Pieper 2024. Yet Andrea also reminded us of something powerful. Change happens when communities come together. Through Amplify Her, she created spaces where women can connect, collaborate, learn, and support each other. That idea appeared again and again throughout this podcast, the importance of community. And I have been there in this community of Amplify Her, and I have felt really welcomed. I have met a lot of people from the industry, women, and I could connect with lawyers, with people in marketing. And I'm really grateful that that women are connecting and are helping each other. Ellie, also known as Vibrant Elves, shared a similar experience within electronic music and DJ culture. She talked about how many lineups still remain male dominated and how difficult it can be for emerging women DJs to access opportunity instead of waiting for permission. She created Deck Queens, a platform designed to give visibility for female DJs. Her story reflects broader discussions explored by Farrugia 2012, who explains that electronic music culture and DJ spaces have historically been shaped by masculine networks. But Ellie's story also proves that women are no longer waiting to be invited into these spaces. They are creating their own platforms, events, and communities. One of the most important themes through the, this podcast has been education and knowledge. In the episodes about copyrights, publishing, and royalties, we explore how understanding the business side of music can completely change an artist's career. Conversations about master ownership, publishing rights, metadata, and royalties reminded us that talent alone is not enough in today's industry. Artists also need knowledge and tools to protect themselves. Discussions around artists such as Taylor Swift and her fight to keep or to obtain again ownership of her masters told us how important ownership and creative control are within the music business. This conversation strongly connects with ideas explored by Passman 2024 and Krasilovsky and Schemmel 2022, who explained that understanding contracts, publishing, and rights management is essential for artists to build sustainable careers. Another major lesson from this podcast has been the importance of marketing, visibility, and digital community building. In the marketing episode, we discussed how creating meaningful content is only the beginning. Artists and creators also need strategies to connect with audiences through platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, WhatsApp, Telegram, and email marketing. According to this topic, research by McClung and Johnson 2010 demonstrate that podcast audiences are motivated not only by entertainment, but also by emotional connection and community. Similarly, Mangold and Falls 2009 explain how social media and electronic word of mouth have transformed how audiences discover and trust content online. These ideas are especially important for independent artists and women in music because visibility matters. One of the most inspiring aspects of these conversations has been hearing how women continue moving forward despite barriers. Many guests talked about discrimination, being underestimated, not being taken seriously in studios, or struggling to access opportunities. But they also talked about resilience, about adapting, learning, building their own teams, creating their own events, and finding their own voices. Andrea, for example, said something important: learn everything you can. Learn about production, sound engineer, promotion, marketing, and the technical side of music. Knowledge creates power. The more women understand every aspect of the industry, the more freedom and autonomy they gain within their careers. This podcast also reminds us that the music industry is changing slowly, yes, not fast enough, perhaps, but it is changing because women are refusing to stay silent. Younger generations are questioning behaviors and inequalities that previous generations were taught to accept as normal. Women are creating organizations, collectives, festivals, workshops, podcasts, networking spaces, and mentorship opportunities that did not exist before. And that matters because representation creates possibility. When women see other women succeeding as producers, DJs, executives, lawyers, they begin to believe that they belong there too. So, if you're a woman who dreams of starting a career in music, whether as an artist, producer, songwriter, DJ, manager, promoter, engineer, marketer, or executive, this podcast is also for you. The truth is that the industry can be difficult. There will be rejection, moments of insecurity, but there might be spaces where you feel included, that you feel that you are in a community, that you connect with others, that you can show your creativity and people who genuinely want to support you. And most importantly, there is a space for you here. Your voice matters. Your ideas matter. Your creativity matters. Also, your perspective. As Lady Gaga said in Grammys, your perspective matters. The music industry needs more women, not only on stage, but also behind the scenes, making decisions, producing music, leading companies, building platforms, and shaping culture. And even though there is still a long way to go, these conversations prove that women are already changing the industry from within. The question of this podcast has always been, where are the women? And after listening to every story, experience, challenge, and success, the answer is clear. The women are here. We are here creating. We are here leading. We are here supporting each other. We are here building community. And we are here to stay. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Where are the women, for being part of these conversations?